You know the exact moment. A cat rolls over onto its back, exposing a perfectly soft, fluffy belly. It looks like an invitation, but the second you reach out to pet it, the trap springs. We pull our scratched hands back and immediately assign blame. We tell ourselves cats are temperamental, aloof, and completely unpredictable. The truth is, that cat gave a perfectly clear, logical signal. The unpredictability is an illusion, created entirely by our own inability to read their physical vocabulary. We take an incredibly specific system of survival communication and try to interpret it through a human lens, or worse, by comparing it to how a dog behaves. Until we learn the actual definitions of feline body language, we will continue to inadvertently punish the very moments our cats are trying to show us their deepest vulnerability. Take the common comparison, the tail. In the canine world, a swaying tail is a sign of joy. So when a cat's tail starts moving, we assume they're happy and lean in. This timeline maps escalating feline stress. Stage 1, a whipping tail indicates mounting agitation. Stage 2, ears flattened to protect against damage. Stage 3, the freeze. Humans misinterpret this stillness as calming down, but it's the final countdown before a physical strike. Those sudden scratches never actually come out of nowhere. You simply didn't recognize the 3-step warning the cat provided. Then there's the opposite end of the spectrum. A cat walks up and rubs its forehead and cheeks firmly against your leg. We naturally assume they're just asking for pets. Look at this biological map. Cats have distinct scent glands located precisely on their cheeks, their chins, and the sides of their foreheads. By grinding these specific spots into your leg, they are leaving an invisible olfactory signature. In their world, you are being documented as a safe, personal resource and integrated into their family group. If you think their body language is specific, consider their voices. In the wild, adult cats rarely, if ever, meow at each other. They communicate almost entirely through scent and posture. Domestic cats adapted to our specific blindness. Since we often miss their subtle physical cues, they leaned into vocalizations, a behavior specifically tuned to capture human attention. They even developed a visual equivalent to the meow, the straight-up vertical tail they display the second you enter a room. You can see the shift in this side-by-side comparison. On the left, the solitary wild ancestor stays in a low, defensive crouch. On the right, the domestic cat raises a vertical tail with a slight hook at the tip. It acts as a visual flag. These vocalizations and tail flags function as social bridges, evolved over generations to clearly signal peaceful intent and acknowledgement of your presence. Which brings us to the quietest signals of all. Your cat stares at you from across the room and slowly, heavily closes its eyes. We usually assume they're just getting tired, but cats are both predators and prey. Their nervous systems are wired to constantly scan for threats. For a small creature in an open room, closing its eyes is a massive gamble with its own safety. A study by Sussex University verified that the slow blink is a deliberate signal of trust. It's also a signal that humans can return to encourage the cat to approach. Look at this cross-section. A cat's critical vital organs sit directly beneath the soft belly tissue, completely exposed. They show their belly because you are the safest thing in their environment. Grabbing that sensitive tissue triggers self-defense instincts, overriding trust to protect internal organs. In feline logic, affection is measured by their willingness to make themselves entirely vulnerable in your presence. These behaviors, the tail warnings, the bunting, the blinks, all rely on a single foundation, the cat's assessment of safety. Responding correctly to these signals changes your relationship. You become a reliable, safe anchor in a world they naturally perceive as a series of potential threats. So the next time your cat stares at you from across the room, try answering them. Relax your face and execute a slow, deliberate blink. Gaining the unforced trust of an animal hardwired by nature to suspect danger is more than just a convenience. It is a profound acknowledgement of the environment you've created for them.